Fortnite Season 3. I think it's safe to say this season has brought very mixed opinions from everybody. There's a lot of people that really like it, there's a lot of people that loathe and really hate it. It's a very drastic gameplay shift. But the mixed opinions lead me to the question, what can Epic do to make everyone happy? Today I'm going to talk about it. We're going to answer that question. How can Epic make the game playable for everyone? But real quick before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 2,000 subs. I just hit it like hour before I started recording this video. It's so amazing. Thank you guys so much for all the support. You guys are amazing. I love you. But with that being said, make sure if you're not already, subscribe down below, hit the like button, be sure to follow me, become a member if you want to support me, and just turn on the bell icon so that you're notified when I'm live. And use code Brivy in the item shop. Anyways, enjoy the video. Alright, I have to bring this into the mix. So this was tweeted May 30th, 2024, yesterday for me. I'm recording this May 31st. So it's basically just announcing a bunch of changes that Epic have made. I've been planning on making this video ever since the season dropped. Ever since the season dropped, my gears have been turning trying to figure out this video. But Fortnite tweeted this yesterday. Talk about a high octane season launch. We've unvaulted boogie bombs as well as made some balance adjustments to some features like reduce machine gun turrets accuracy and grenade launcher turret damage to structures, reduce vehicle health in solos, boss cars do not automatically regen health anymore, boosted damage dealt to vehicles from boom bolts, increased nitro gauntlets recharge time, reduce nitro shoulder bash damage to players. Looking ahead, we will bring back a widely requested electric throwable to replace boogie bombs soon. I'm assuming they mean the shield cracker by that. But, whoa! These are some fantastic changes. These are a lot of what I was going to go over in this video. Reduce machine gun turrets accuracy and grenade launcher turrets damage to structures. That's amazing. Love to see that. Keep in mind, I haven't tested any of these things out. I don't know how effective they are, but I'll just say the first one, I mean, I'm all for it. They definitely need to be not as accurate because you can hit a lot of shots with the machine gun turret and the grenade launcher turrets do a lot of damage to structures. I don't know how much it was before and how much it is now, but reduced vehicle health in solos. Oh my gosh, I literally said this in my season 3 video. I was like, they need to reduce the health in solos and duos so that they're easier to destroy. Boss cars do not automatically regen health anymore. I didn't even know they did, but that's great. Good. They're not invincible anymore. That's nice. Boosted damage dealt to vehicles from boom bolts, and that's the only one I don't love. It's just because I don't like the boom bolt, to be honest. Increased nitro gauntlets recharge time. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing as the nitro fist. Increased nitro gauntlets recharge time. That's great. I didn't even think of that, but that's pretty good. Reduced nitro shoulder bash damage to players. Okay. These are some fantastic updates. The only one I don't like is the boom bolt one, but that's just because I don't like the boom bolt. So I'm assuming that all these changes are going to be in competitive as well. I mean, I would assume that. I hope so. So those are really good changes. So that kind of goes hand in hand with what I was going to talk about in this video. How can Epic make everyone happy with this season? So first of all, we're going to start with competitive because I feel like, I mean, let's be honest, most of the complaints are coming from the competitive part of the game. And to their credit, I mean, they have every right to be upset because this is a very unbalanced competitive meta. It's terrible. And I don't think these changes are going to fix everything in competitive, so I definitely think there's more that we should discuss. So the first thing that we have to discuss are the cars. I'm gonna make a lot of people upset with this because the whole theme of the season is like around the cars, but the theme was not made for competitive. I'm sorry. So here's what we need to do. We need to get rid of all the attachments from competitive gameplay. The machine gun turret, the grenade turret, the spike bumper, the cow catcher, the bulletproof tires, get them all out. Keep the cars in the game. The cars are fine. They've been fine for the past however many seasons they've been in the game. Just get rid of all the attachments. That's going to make a lot of casual players mad, but this is just for competitive. Just take it out of ranked. Keep them in everything else. Keep them in all the pubs. Just take the attachments out of ranked. I really don't think they need to do anything else to the cars for ranked. They just need to get rid of all the attachments. That's what makes them unfair. I feel like if they just did that, then the cars would not be that good anymore. They'd just be a regular movement item. Alright, and speaking of movement items, that brings me to the Nitro Fist, or I think they're called Nitro Gauntlets, according to this tweet, I don't know. I like the direction they went, increased Nitro Gauntlets recharge time. I wasn't even going to talk about that, that's a good idea though. The reduced Nitro Shoulder Bash damage to players. This was the direction I was going to go. So my theory, just for competitive, just get rid of the whole punch mechanic. make the Nitro Fist strictly a movement item. Make the punch damage thing do like 10 damage and make it do no damage to builds. Just make it strictly a movement item. It's a cool movement item. It's kind of like the kinetic blade. I mean, it's a good movement item. Just make it to where it doesn't do any damage to builds, and if you happen to punch somebody with it, make it do not a lot of damage. That's it. That's all they need to do. Just make the Nitro Fist strictly a movement item, and then get rid of the punching, or make them do less damage. Either one works. Honestly, I feel like if they make those two changes, this is a completely playable competitive meta. It may not be the best meta, but I think that if those two changes take place, then the meta is completely fine. As far as anything else for competitive, I really don't think anything else really needs to be changed. The only thing that I would say is just take the boom bolt out, but I mean, I'm sure some people like it. It's very spammy. I don't really see why they added it. It goes along with the theme, yeah. I mean, again, they don't need to. That's just a me thing. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. I tried to like it. I just don't. I just think it's stupid. Why? That's really the only two things I can think of for competitive. I think if those two changes take place, then the meta's completely fine. That's a pretty big win. I think all the heals and stuff are completely fine. I don't think anything's too cheesy other than what I've just stated. Now, as far as casual changes, this is kind of tough because a lot of casual players, they like a lot of this stuff. They like that you can just destroy builds with a car and that you can just phase through everyone's builds with the Nitro Fist. They like that, and I understand that, I guess. But if the changes that I proposed took place in ranked, then they could leave all the stuff in pubs alone. That way we can get aids in pubs from the gameplay, and then if we wanted just a little more chill gaming experience, you can just play ranked. The only really thing I can think of, I mean, they changed a good bit for just casual players. I mean, they did pretty well. Boogie Bombs in the game makes it to where you can steal people's cars and run away with them, which is hilarious. That's awesome content. The really good cars don't regen health anymore. I mean, they did pretty well. Reduce vehicle health in solos. I proposed that, and they actually went through with it, so that's good. Solos, I would say solos and duos, just because it's still hard to destroy in duos. And the reduced damage from the grenade launcher machine gun turrets, they've done pretty well. I'll say that. The only thing that I could think of is just make the vehicles not do 200 damage. Because I'm pretty sure if you hit somebody the right way, you can do 200 damage with a car, which is ridiculous. And just nerf the damage that it does to builds just a little bit. Not a lot. Don't make it to where you run into a wall and then you just get stopped in your tracks, but just nerf the car damage to builds just a little bit. That's all I ask. Same thing for the Nitro Fist. Just a little bit. Keep the punch mechanic, but the fact that you can one-shot like wood and I think brick walls as well, like that's crazy, man. Just a little bit. As far as, like, I really think that that's how close we are to a perfectly balanced season for everyone. The one other thing that I could suggest would be a car-only, like, LTM, where it's literally no weapon, you can only use cars. You can get shields and heals, but other than that, you just have to use the cars. I think that would be really, really fun. And it would also encourage players that abuse cars to play that game mode instead of just hang out in pubs and abuse cars. Other than that, that's it. I really think that if they make those changes, this will be a great season for everyone. But other than that, let me know if you agree with me down in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you all for 2K subs. Just let me know what you think. I want to hear your thoughts about this video. But anyways, that's going to do it. I love you all. Thank you all for everything. And I will see you all in the next one.